Hello and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. How you doing? Now, it's not long after the stream weekend, which was totally amazing. Thank you all for your support and joining in and everything. It was so amazing. It was actually one of my first streams ever. It didn't go too bad. One or two teething problems, but we got through it. And in that stream, we chopped down some trees and flattened the land a bit. Talked about roast dinners and superheroes. And I planned out some areas that I want to build for my base area, just to fill it up a bit. But we're not doing any of that today. During the stream, I also mentioned something that I worked on before I went away. And I thought I'd show you that as my first episode back. But bear in mind that the footage is like almost a year old now. So there might be quite a few things different to where the server actually is now. But check it out. So last time we built this lovely little schoolhouse behind me and filled it with a few villagers. You see, they're still doing what they're supposed to be. Yes, they are. Jolly good. And we cured a load of zombie villagers to get the actual villagers, which I thought that was quite a good way of doing it. That was a good technique. So I think, careful of the berry bush, I think I'm going to make a little facility to convert a bunch of zombie villagers, and I'm sure there's probably a dungeon or two under here, but there's one to the north that I think might be better suited, so we'll head over there and we'll have a look. And it's just in this ravine, just past the village boundary, or my base boundary should I say. If we jump on down somewhere, it is fairly high. Bye. Oh, straight in the lava. There, I've got a little way down. Where was it? It is fairly low to the floor. It's down here. Just make sure. Yeah, it is actually a zombie one. So this is quite low down in the world, as you can see. So I wasn't going to use it, but I think I can repurpose this as a nice zombie villager sorter. And I've probably incorporated a drowned converter as well, probably. Yeah, that's sorted. So what I'll do is I'll dig this out and I might show you my design in creative while I do this. And here it is, the yeet machine. It's really just a simple mob sorter. So say we didn't want him, we'd press that and he'd be gone. And then if we did want that one, we can do the other side and he goes down that chute. Really simple. It's just a couple of sticky pistons and some glass, but it's quite funny. But why is it called the yeet machine? Well, if I just load it up a little bit, yeah, I think that'll do it. That should be enough. And then we press the button. Yeet. Right, I'm just about ready for the water now, and I love this bit. It's so good. It's so good. Let's put that there. I've got a water source here somewhere. There we go. You just literally place it on every step there, every block. And then we just fill that in there. And it doesn't work because I'm recording. It's fine. Water's been a little bit strange. Just update it on the corner there. There we go. That's working now. So all the zombies, when they drop from there, they'll all get pushed into that centre bit. Okay, so I've got the bubble elevator started. I've just brought it up to here for now. Just dumping everything out into the lava. And I wanted to give it a quick test before I close this chamber up permanently. So if we come round, I don't want them to see me. I think that'll be okay there. Well, he saw me. He looked straight at me then. A crate should be alright. They should be going up the elevator round about now, and then they'll just tip out. into the lava, which would be nice. And here they come. There he is. Where's he going? Gonna get back up. Okay, so this isn't actually working out too well. They're all getting clogged up and converting, which isn't a bad thing, but it's slowing the whole thing down a bit. So I'm going to raise... You can't see. Hold on. There's some torches around. So I'm going to raise this all by 1 block, and that should solve the problem, because that bedrock there is causing an issue. And I should have done it in the first place, to be honest. But there you go. Here they come. That's much better. That's much quicker. That's what we want. That's what we want. Okay, so I've dug a big hole. It's because I've made this awesome decision. It's brilliant. You can see a bit of stuff there. What I've decided, in my wisdom, is to make this as big and overcomplicated and silly and unnecessary as it needs to be, really. I think that'll be fun. So, I've got the first bit in. Obviously, that's the spawner under there. We've seen that already. If I break through this, do the bottom one first so the water doesn't escape. There you go. Come up here. This is the little baby zombie filter, which appears to be working quite well, actually. So the water stream pushes them into the corner, as it does, and we've got a slab there to stop the adults getting through. But also on the bottom, these are actually stairs, and what will happen is the baby will slip down onto the stairs and hopefully out into the lava. But if not, they sort of drop down on the bottom of the step, and then they do that spinning around thing that mobs do, and then they fall in anyway. So it seems to be working quite well. And then it just drops down here. So that's all working quite well. Really liking that. I've done a bit of experimenting with the palette. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. But we got some acacia and some stone. And I'm thinking strip dark oak as well, but I don't know. And lots of concrete. Lots of concrete. Because I think this is going to end up being like a great big science lab. So I put a new floor in, which means I can raise the ceiling another couple of blocks. If we have a look, I've gone for the acacia floor. And I've started to plan out the actual dimensions of the room and things now. Started to get an idea of where things go. So if you come back over here, this is the first chute we had. And originally it was this way around. But I'm thinking I'm going to turn it around. So it's facing us when we're over this side. And then this will be the entrance. And then I'm going to do another bubble column this side, just so it's symmetrical. It might be functional, I don't know yet. I don't know. And I've rerouted the water streams for the zombies, so they come round that way and round there and then over to here. And this is where they're going to drop down to, so that they can be fed into the eat machine. Okay, so the rail cart system's in now. It swings round this way, picks up a zombie, takes them round the corner, across the top of the eat machine, and dumps them over the edge, and then carries on round, and then comes back where it docks here. I can just smack that button and show you. If I get it out of the way quick enough. There you go. And once more. There you go. So we're obviously using an activator rail here, but there is an issue with it. It's a bit annoying, but what happens is the minecart gets activated as soon as it touches the block that the activator rail's on, which is obviously the block before. So the mobs get ejected there rather than there where you'd expect. So I'm going to do a little fiddling around, see what I can do with that. And then we'll be ready for a test run, I think. Right, let's get some zombies in here then. Try it out. There they are. Oh, don't get stuck. Go on. There you go. Go on. Yeah, I might take the lava at the bottom of there, because I don't think it's doing much. Did one come up, was it? Yeah, there they go. There they go. Let's have a look. You on your way yet? Oh, you're there already. Okay. We give this a try. It's a little bit dodgy. Here's another one. Let's try this one. There you go. That was better. If I can get it consistent, then I'll be happy. Let's try again. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I might have cracked it. Eat. Now, obviously, that's not supposed to happen. This is going to be blocked off and they'll just go straight down that hole. Now, the only thing that I don't like is this is uneven now. It's not symmetrical. Yeah. Might have to come up with something else. Well, I didn't really want to do it, but I've put a sticky piston in there. And there's you can just about make out the string. And the observer will see that when the zombie falls through it. And just nudge him over and into it. Like I said, I didn't really want to do it. But, on the plus side, it is an unnecessary step. So, you know, that's the whole theme of this project. So, you know, maybe it's a good thing. So, let's see if it actually works. That'll be a bonus. Really? Really? Right, that's it. I've had enough. I've had enough. Nah, only joking. Get one of them. Put it in my hot hand. Right, so I think I need to adjust that a little bit. As if I've just got the achievement for swimming in lava. Right, yeah, let's drop that down a bit then. Okay, take 437 or something. I don't know. Right, the problem was that water stream was one block too low, and when the zombies were being ejected, it was sort of pushing them back down too early, because when a mob gets ejected, they sort of go up a little bit. So now this should work, and I've also changed this system as well. Got rid of the piston. I didn't like it. I don't like it. So I'll just put some water streams in just to catch them, just in case they spill over. But they should be fine. And I've expanded the holding cell as well. Give them a little bit more room to walk about with. So if we give this button a smack, is it gone? There it is. There we go. That should be perfect every time now. There's a lot of lag though. What's going on with the lag? Who's online? No, Prowl's not online, so I don't know who it is. Okay, so I'm doing a little work on the drowned conversion chamber. I've already started. I've got the beginnings of a bubble elevator there. But I thought I'd bring you back so I can do a little bit of work on camera, which will make a nice change. So, just looking at this. Now it mirrors that one, but it will have to be modified slightly. I think I need to bring it down 2 more blocks. Like that. Yeah, that'll look good. And then I get some glass. And I need to get up there as well so I can actually work with it. If we fill that to there, put the water in, and then fill that up before it spills everywhere. Finish that off. That should... yeah, that's making bubbles. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. So I need to break out the top one, which I can't quite see at the minute. So let's get up here. That's it. Oh, I should have probably made a hole. Hold on. Let's sort that out. That's better. So this will be where the items can come out. I'll do a proper collection system in a bit. We'll just get this up and running for now. So the idea is that the zombies, they come round there along that water stream and then up the elevator, and then they'll get stuck there and they will actually convert inside the bubble column, and all the items, they won't explode everywhere, they'll just pop off and then go at the back there. And once it's decorated properly, I'll put a little hatch there, a little trapdoor, so we can chop them once they've converted. Okay, so we just call one in. You should see him drop round. There you go. And then yeet. And he'll be going around there now. I don't want him to see me because he'll fight against the water stream. There he is. He's coming. And then they'll just convert up there. There you go, that first one's gone. And he's shaking, he's going to convert any second now. There you go. Lovely. And the items should be around here. Yeah, look, there they are. Okay, so next up is the zombie villager conversion chamber, which is slightly similar to that. But I've decided to go for 3 of them because it looks quite nice having 3 there. And this does need to come up 1 extra block, I do believe. But there's a little bit of redstone to go on the bottom of them, so I'll get that sorted out first. Have I got my stuff? Yeah, there you go. Get that on there, and that, and a torch as well. And what else do I need? Probably a bed of that. Yeah, is that everything? I think so. Need a bit of stone as well. Right, so the basic idea of this is that the zombie villager will come out that side, across a water stream there, and then up and over, and they'll travel along there. And these chambers will actually be filled with water, so as they do come over, they'll drop down into here. But then I want to trap them, so what I'm going to do is have a block swapper here, so it'll create a bubble elevator. So I think it's best if I actually build it and then show you some bits. So if we put that there, get a piston there, and we'll have that one there, I think, and then that, and then that, another piston there, stone torch, nope, not like that, get rid of you. Like that. It's really simple. And then if I got a button on me, yeah, I'll do a button. Do a button for now. So when this piston powers and pushes across, this torch will turn off, which at the same time will turn off that piston. So those blocks can be pushed across. Like that. Lever probably would have been better, but you get the idea. Okay, so the first bit's done. Let's throw some torches around so you can actually see. There we go. How's that? A bit better? Yeah. So that's that bit done. I've got to finish the top. And what's going to happen is, similar to how that's got a block in the bubble column, I'm going to put a block swapper in. Just a piston pushing a block over to cut off that water at some point. And that'll keep the zombie villagers in place while they're being converted. But it's got a neat little trick to it as well, which I'll try to explain as I build it. So what I'm going to do, the block that I'm going to push across into it is going to be another piece of soul sand. So the water above here will still be a bubble column as well. And what that means is, as more zombie villagers come across the water stream here, they won't be able to fall down because it's a bubble column. They'll just bounce and just carry on to the next chamber, which is quite handy. That's quite good. Quite clever of me, even if I do say so myself. Oh, look at my head. I'm squashed. So, what was I doing? Piston. Oh, that needs to be a sticky piston. Hold on. Right, okay. I'm back with the right equipment. So we put that there. And then the soul sand. Have I got that? Yeah, I got the soul sand. Put that there. And I also want an indicator light on the front of these. So if we put that there and grab a repeater, that will go in there. Don't need any ticks on it. And then if I put a solid block behind that, and I'll need a lever as well, so I'll get that ready. And we chuck that there. Chuck that. Yeah. No, I don't want that there. We'll have it on top. Like so. And then I can just quickly show you that. So when this piston is powered, it pushes the soul sand block across, which allows the signal to carry on through to the lamp, which is quite good. And then I've got to take a bit more of this ceiling out and then build this up a little bit more. But also I now need to join that piston up to this piston. So if we do that, get rid of that lever there. Get a torch on there, and then we'll just do a glass tower. Like one there and one there. Actually, that can be a solid block. And then if we just lay dust down it, it'll connect up. Have I got enough dust? Yeah. So we've got one there. What? Get rid of the torch. One there. And one there. There we go. And that should be synced up. That should be right. Yeah, so when it's empty, when there's no bubble column, the light will be off because it's vacant. There's room for a zombie villager. And then if we... I need a lever again. Need more inventory room. There. Can I get that on there? There. Then when we push it across, the bubbles start and the light's on. Jobs are good, and okay, that's the 3 chambers done as far as the redstone's concerned. So I've not put the water in the last 2 because it's actually easier to do it from the top. But you can flick them all on. Like so. And obviously decorating needs to be done, but that'll get done. I'll sort that out. And again, same with that one over there. Once I do the decorating, well, once the decorating is done, I'm going to put a hatch there so I can get to the zombie villagers. Right then, I can now sort of show you what I mean with this transportation system. So if we put a bit of water in there, if you imagine that the bubble elevator comes up here and then the zombie villagers comes along, now because that's water there, when they hit that they'll sink into it. But then when we switch that lever, can I get to it? Yeah, there you go. You can see bubbles start to come, and then the next zombie villager that comes along won't be able to go down there, and they'll bump along across into the next chamber, which I think is pretty clever. So I'll get all the rest of this done and do a bit of prettying or something maybe, and then I'll bring you back. Dude, what are you doing down here? What are you doing down here? I take it your llamas are gone. There they are. There's one up there, and that looks like the other one right up there. Wow. I might rescue you, but then again I might not. Llama, you be careful. Okay, for the most part, this is pretty much done, and it's a little bit different to how it was when I left you last time. So, if you take a look, it's slightly modern, I think you'd say. Where shall I explain it from? We'll start from here. So this lever activates the spawner, which is down there somewhere. So if you do that, and then you'll see they come up here. There they go. And I've raised all of the water streams up so I can get this birch ceiling in, and I've got to finish that bit off as well. So that's right up there now. So it gave me big high ceilings, which I wanted, and they'll drop in there, as you can see, around the back of there. And then we can summon them with a press of a button. There he goes, coming in. No, we don't want that one, so yeet. And then he winds round and comes up into here, and I've already prepared a few. We can just chop them up like that, and all the drops go up and then out the back. There he is. Let him bubble away for a bit. So as you can see, it's very concretey, and this is actually cyan terracotta. I think it looks good. And I've brought in quite a bit of the acacia as well, and this has cost me so many diamonds. This has. I've bought a ton of concrete from Liara, a load of dyes from Daphne, and loads of glass from Tom as well. It's cost me loads. It's worth it. It's worth it. So worth it. It looks awesome. This is light grey glass. Yeah, light grey. And it's, like I said, it's not quite finished. I still want to get some decorative bits in here and there. And obviously want to get some brewing stands in. And then what I'll do is I'll have a bunch of villagers probably in this corner that I could trade with. But lighting is a slight issue at the moment. A couple of dark patches here and there, so I am a little bit worried about. And then we got this thing here. If we come up the stairs, so we got this balcony with some really nice views of the ravine. And to be honest, this was just going to be a corridor. I was going to put a roof on and glass this up, big window like that. But I've actually been using it to fly into this area. So it's staying like this for now, until a creeper falls on my head, and then it's getting a roof. But anyway, we've got this lovely viewing platform up here. We get a better view of the zombies that are waiting there. And now that I'm looking at it, I might change that up a bit. because that's all stone in there. I'm not quite sure I like that. And we finally got a zombie villager, so I can test it out now. So we obviously want him, so we'll press the green button. Yep, there he goes. Bye. That's hilarious, I love that. Right, shall we go check on him then? See how he's doing. And here he is. He's safe and sound in his chamber, so we'll lock him in now. There you go. I didn't realise I was an evil scientist. I'm quite proud of this. Okay, now that I've actually remembered to put the trapdoor in, we can convert this zombie villager. So, in the back of there we've got some splash potions of weakness. There they are. So if you flick that, he should have been splashed by it, and then we could feed him the apple. There you go. There you go. And there he is, a nice new villager. And he will be completely happy and fine there in that bubble stream, that bubble column, for however long I need him in there, really. He can breathe and everything, so he'll be fine. Yeah, a bit wrinkly if he stays in there for too long though. But, but anyway, when I'm ready for him, I can flick the switch again, the lever again. And up he goes. And he'll come across. I think you can probably see him actually. Can we see him? Yeah, you can just see him bobbing along. But then he'll come all the way down here and then down there. And round here, I've got a little, nice cozy little area for him. There you go. So he'll drop down. There's the chute. He'll come down. And he'll get pushed into this corner. And then from here, we can minecart him up and take him away. But anyway, I think I'm just about running out of time for today's episode. Yeah, he agrees. He was nodding then. So I'm going to say goodbye here. So I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, then please do leave a like. And if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.